Thank you all for coming tonight to celebrate the class of 2017 senior pinning at Lenape High School. We are honored to have so many families attending tonight's ceremony. My name is Sarah Allen, and along with Amanda Barlow, I am proud and honored to be one of the new Renaissance advisors. Although it is only the end of October, in the blink of an eye, June will be upon us, and you will feel pride as you watch your child graduate from high school. An exciting day, and one that is often filled with tears of joy and sadness as students move into the next phase of their lives. We know that without the support of you and your family, your child's success would be limited. Tonight's ceremony allows you and your child to renew and strengthen the family bond that already exists. Parents and guardians, you have the opportunity to pledge your continued support to your child. Seniors, you in turn have the opportunity to pledge your ability to honor that trust.
Before we begin our ceremony tonight, we would like to introduce our distinguished guests for this evening. Please give a warm welcome to the Lenape Regional High School District Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Carol Birnbaum. Board of Education members from Mount Laurel, Ms. Paula Lee and Mr. John Jeffers. And Lenape High School Principal, Mr. Tony Catani. Again, it is an honor to have you all here to celebrate this new chapter in your child's life. At this point in the ceremony, I would like to turn the microphone over to a sophomore member of the Renaissance, Miss Lane Klimak. She will be guiding you through the rest of the ceremony. Thank you and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Ms. Allen and Ms. Barlow. I am honored to be a part of the senior pinning ceremony. To start our ceremony, I would like to welcome the Lenape JROTC Color Guard for the presentation of colors and the Lenape Concert Choir to the floor to sing the Star-Spangled Banner. Everyone please stand. Where's the concert?
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Order!
You may be seated. I would like to say thank you to our JROTC Color Guard led by Lieutenant Colonel Tuzak and Sergeant Mandeli, and the Lenape Concert Choir, led by Mr. Moore. To open our special ceremony this evening, please welcome Lenape Regional High School District Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Carol Birnbaum, to the stage.
Thank you, Lane, and good evening, and welcome to the Lenape Regional High School District here at Lenape High School. Before I start, let's give another round of applause to our color guard and our concert choir. They were great. So you have two special treats tonight. First, I'm going to forego my speech and cut it short, and we are going to have the Board of Education members speak to you, and that will be a nice treat. But before I leave the stage, I do want to say, and I try to say this as many times as I can in front of an audience like this, is that I am extremely proud to be the superintendent of this school district. And I say that because I really believe that we have all of the ingredients that it takes to be a wonderful school and a wonderful school district, starting with our students who come to school passionate and eager and ready to learn. We have an outstanding faculty that equally brings their passion every day for what they do to inspire our kids. We have a supportive Board of Education. And last but not least, and the reason why we're here tonight, is we have parents who are in their children's corner and are pushing their children to be the very best human beings that they can be, both in and out of the classroom. And so I hope that as senior year gets really crazy and busy, you'll hold on to tonight as one of the sweet moments of your child's senior year. So without further ado, I'd like to bring up the Vice President of our Board of Education, Mrs. Paula Lee.
Good evening. I just have to let you know before I start how honored John Jeffers and I are to represent Mount Laurel for the Lenape Regional District. We both feel it's such a privilege that our children, his family and my family, were able to pass through the halls of Lenape, and they were also able to receive their second diploma. There are many school events that we are invited to every year, but there are two that really touch our hearts, probably as much as they would touch yours. That's graduation and this senior pinning ceremony. They're so heartfelt because these events recognize not only the students, but the families and the very significant roles that they play in our Lenape pride. Tonight is a spoken commitment of families and seniors to each other. And as I lift some of the words from your senior creed, it says, sanctity of family, worth, obligation, sharing, accepting responsibility, being the best I can be, setting an example for others, and believing in yourself. The words you will share this evening are not new to any of you. The words you speak tonight are truly what life is all about. My feeling is that tonight is a spoken commitment of what already exists in your lives. And again, I'd like to tell you how very fortunate we feel to be here this evening to share this very, very wonderful event. Thank you, and John Jeffers will be coming up next.
Good evening, everybody. What a wonderful night. Dr. Birnbaum, I don't think I've ever been introduced as a treat. So hopefully I can live up to that high standard. Paula and I would really like to welcome you on the behalf of the Lenape Regional High School District Board of Education. It's a pleasure for me to be here tonight. This is one of my favorite ceremonies because it deals with families. And I think families are so important. Paula alluded to it that our families had gone through Lenape High School. My kids got to go to the college of their first choice. And they weren't even in the top 10%. But that's how good of an education that Lenape had given my children. Carol had also, or Paula had talked about the 2 diplomas. You guys probably have heard about it before. We're very big on that. Don't get your high school diploma and stop. Get that other diploma. But that doesn't mean you have to stop after 2. You can get 3, you can get 4. It's endless. Go as far as you can. Stay in school. We can't afford you anyway right now, so stay in school for a while. Sorry, parents. I didn't mean that one. By family, I mean people that love and support you. They're always there for you. I really hate it when people say, I can do it on my own. It's not true. I don't know of anybody who's been successful that has done it on their own. You look at a professional golfer. He's not by himself. He has his caddy. He has his swing coach just off the camera. Professional boxers, they have their ringmen. Authors, they have the people that will read, edit, make sure everything's right. You can't do it on your own. By you and your parents being here tonight shows that strong common bond. During these ceremonies, I like to talk about communication with the family, and technology has changed communication so much in the last 20 years. This is good for the most part, but it has its drawbacks. I believe the younger generation would rather text than talk. They've been raised pretty much by a keyboard, either on their phone, their laptop, or their computer. Nowadays, your college application is online. Applying for a job is online. But there will come a time when you will have to verbally communicate with people. So my advice to you, practice. Talk to your parents. Talk to your friends. Don't just talk by the phone. When I have people in for interviews where I work, it's amazing how many of the younger people can't express themselves verbally. They could probably run circles around me on a cell phone, but they can't do anything verbally. And the one thing, and it sounds a little silly, with most things, if you don't practice them, your skills will diminish. Work on those skills of communication. Parents, for you, as you've probably already experienced, our high school students, for the most part, think we are the dumbest people they know. Seniors, let you in on a little secret. As you get older, we get smarter. Always remember that. I'll end with this little advice for the seniors, and that is stay humble. I realize that you have taught our generation a lot when it comes to use of electronics. Just don't go flapping your wings about how hard you taught us and what we believe is to be so complex. Because you have to remember, we had to teach you the simplest of tasks. We taught you how to use a spoon. Remember that. You can teach us the hard stuff, but you had to get started with us teaching you the simplest. Seniors, good luck. I look forward to seeing you throughout the rest of the year, and especially in June. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Birnbaum, Ms. Paula Lee, and Mr. Jeffers. I would like to welcome the Lenape Concert Choir to the floor again for our musical selection.
Fly with the eagle to the mountain high. Race with the eagle to the rising sun. And soar with the eagle
like to welcome senior Renaissance members and their parents to the stage for the reciting of the pinning creeds. Welcome to the stage. Our senior Renaissance members will be reciting the pinning creeds and pledge along with the families in the audience. Big round of applause for their continued membership and support of the Renaissance Club. Parents and seniors, please rise and open your programs to the parent and student creeds inside. Parents, will you please recite the Parents' Creed from the program as we read from the stage? I believe in the sanctity of the family and the worth of each of its members. I believe in the obligation each of us has to others in the family. I believe that each of us shares in the joys of our individual achievements. I believe that each of us must accept responsibility for our own shortcomings. I believe that each of us has responsibility to ensure that we are the best that we can be. I believe that as a parent, I must set the examples for others to follow. I believe that we are all members of a greater family and as such have responsibility to contribute to society and our fellow man for the good of all of us. Parents, please pin your child with the Lenape L pin included in the envelope. Seniors, please pin your parents with the round Lenape pins in the envelope as I read the Students' Creed, and you read along with me. I believe that my family will support me in all that I do. I believe that it is important for me to demonstrate my appreciation towards my family. I believe that my family will always be there for me in times of need. I believe in the worth and sanctity of myself and the importance of treating my body with respect. I believe in the importance of helping my fellow man. I believe that I have the capability to do anything I put my mind to doing. I believe in myself. Please pin your parents. Seniors, please read the pinning pledge from the program as we read from the stage. I accept this pin with pride. Wherever I go, I remember the love, pride, and dignity with which it is given. I will continue to respect and honor my family, classmates, and my community. Congratulations on making this important pledge to each other, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. At this time, I would like to welcome Mr. Catani, Lenape High School School Principal, to the stage for our closing remarks.
Okay, if everyone can please have a seat for the closing remarks of tonight. So, good evening. I'm Tony Catani, Principal of Lenape High School. I'm extremely proud to be here. Don't worry about the rain, seniors and senior parents. We get it out of the way now versus the prom, right, and graduation and senior trip. So take the rain tonight, that's okay, right, because we're planning for the future. Forecast is already beautiful for all of our senior events. So one thing I want to start off with, Lane Klimak. Where's Lane? Fantastic. Well done. Let's give it a round of applause for Lane for being the MC as a sophomore here in charge of Renaissance. With our choir performing, our JRTC, it's a special night. And I know that everyone's busy and there's a lot of things that are going on in everyone's lives, and to come out here and share with us your children, your moments of your senior year, it's really special. So it means a lot to a lot of different people. And Renaissance and our advisors, Amanda Barlow and Sarah Allen, are commended for coordinated program that reinforces the importance of support built from trust and from shared goals. The senior pinning ceremony is yet another example of their dedication, of Renaissance dedication, to improving the quality and a high level of commitment of all partnerships within our Lenape community. Tonight, our seniors made a promise to the parents, and in turn, they received the same commitment from their parents. The promise was to work together throughout this hectic, culminating year of high school. But it is so much more than that. The promise, commitment, and strong sense of unity could not come at a better time. This is the beginning of the senior year that everyone looks forward to, and your lives hold the promise of so much change and so much success. This is the perfect time to consciously take a step closer to our loved ones and listen to what they have to say. It is a proven fact that there is a positive correlation between successful students and parents and guardians that are actively involved in their child's education. Here at Lenape and throughout the Lenape Regional High School District, we are highly successful because of your commitment to your child's education. I am often acknowledged for Lenape's success and sometimes some of our shortcomings, and I always recognize our wonderful staff and boast about all of our students. But one of the main reasons that Lenape is successful is because of our parents. that have provided the foundational set of core values to live by. Parents, these seniors, your children, are taking a huge step into their future as they go off to college, armed services, or into the job market and are becoming more independent. Parents, never forget to take the time to keep the lines of communication open. The more we talk to our children and encourage honest conversation, the more they will include us in what's going on in their lives. I commend you for your participation this evening. You are your child's #1 role model. I encourage all parents to continue with the love and support for your children as they yearn for their independence. And seniors, I commend you for your presence here tonight as well. Your participation in this ceremony speaks to the realization of how important your family is to you. You will soon be stepping out of the high school student mode and into the real world. Never forget to take time to keep the lines of communication open with your parents. There is no one in your life who cares for you or loves you more than your parent or guardian, aunt, uncle, grandmom sitting next to you at this moment. So don't lose that relationship. Don't take it for granted. Remember the promise you made tonight and take it to heart, and always do your best to make your parents proud. I know from personal experience that I never wanted to disappoint my parents. And yes, folks, I have parents. I'm not just a robot that goes in the closet here at Lenape High School and comes out at night. I have children, I have parents, and one of the big things is I never minded if I did something wrong, my parents punished me. I never wanted to disappoint my mom and my dad and my nanny. Never, ever. That was always a driving force for me. So it's something to keep in mind. And with this, I look back on my educational and professional career and all the things that I've done. I truly believe the most important factor in my development and success was and is the love and support of my family and friends. I'm commonly asked by a senior parent, how important is the senior pinning night at Lenape? And I tell them, it's what you make of it. Think about what you're saying tonight and use it as a springboard for future discussions. But it's what you make of it and what you talk about it once you walk out of this room. And everywhere I go, people will talk about, I talk often about my daughters in many speeches I provide. I have 4 daughters, right? 12, 10, 8, and 4. And I do a lot of different things, and my 12-year-old is starting to hit that threshold of the eye rolling, right? Not listening to Dad. Mr. Jeffers, you talk about, I'm the dumbest guy in the house, right? To my wife, to my 4 girls, and my female dog, I'm the dumbest guy in the house. The kids here at Lenape listen to me much more than my own kids. So I tell you this take advantage of the moments that you have. Parents, you will see your child. Remember, students, remember this. Your parents may still see you as a child on the first day of school at the bus stop, genuinely scared to get on the bus and clinging to your parent's leg, or holding your hand as you walk down the street. When was the last time that may have happened? Or your child wanting to hang out with mom or dad more than their friends on a Friday or Saturday night. Or when you used to pull in from work, moms and dads, and your children would run up the driveway to greet you as you pulled in. Those are the special moments that I think about, and my wife continues to remind me about when I bring some of the things from the job home. She tells me, remember those moments of your 4 daughters running up that driveway. Can't wait to see you when you're at the dinner table. To one to come to all these events, that hold your hand when they walk through an event here at Lenape or on the streets of Medford. I love that moment, and sometimes you take it for granted. So these are the moments you may be reflecting on, seniors, in your last year of high school. So be prepared and be kind, because they are your biggest fans. And you may be reflecting on some of these same moments when you're in a dorm room at a college of your dreams next year, thinking about mom or dad, grandmom and aunt and uncle, and all those moments of how you miss those individual moments. Your memories will always be there. Your folks will always be there. Keep those lines of communication open. It's a special time in your life. Take advantage of the moment. Don't just rush through the last 100 and some odd days of school. It's a special time. So please take advantage of that. I want to thank everyone for coming here tonight and taking part in this memorable ceremony. It's a wonderful group of young people who I'm proud to call Lenape seniors. Your attendance here tonight as parents and students show your commitment to each other and further validates how bright your futures will shine. Seniors, keep up the great job to all and enjoy this special evening. Class of 2017, Lenape Pride.